Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Today I'm reviewing the Toadfish Inshore spinning rod. I've had this rod for a couple months now, used it pretty fair bit, and I'm just going to break down the things that I like about this rod, the things I don't like, the different features that it has, and just the baseline of should you get one. So let's break it down. So the most important part of your rod is your blank. The model that I have is a 7.2 medium extra fast. Rated for 8 to 20 pound braid. So, your standard inshore size for lighter stuff, flats fishing, or pretty much everything besides super heavy cover. This will handle. They have a couple heavier sizes. This is just the one I have. I've used it. It's a sensitive blank, seems pretty durable, and the action is it's just a little softer than I like for fishing some like jigs and stuff, but it really shines with topwater lures, anything with treble hooks. If you get a little slower action live bait, works really, really well. So yeah, that's your blank. Seems to do pretty good. The handle on this really unique custom handle. I mean, don't see that with anybody else. Designed by them. You've got a split grip, pretty decent length from the thing. It's a plastic and with a couple little like rubber gripper things. Maybe not the most comfortable in the world, but I haven't had any issues with my hands being sore after using it or anything like that. It grips the reel well, keeps sheds water and fish slime pretty quickly, and overall it just looks really good. Slides in and out of a holder, all that. Seems to work pretty well. The only slight issue is, cosmetically, this rubber grippy stuff being a light color. After a little while, get some fish blood on. It does stain a little bit, but I mean, who really cares? It's not a big concern. They have just a little D-ring hook keeper. I don't know if you can see it there, right here. And they also have a little hidden hook keeper in the handle right there, and you can basically hook it. Stick your hook there to keep it. Either one works fine. Pretty innovative. The one thing that I see Toadfish went really well on and makes this rod stand out is the guides that went. These are the Kaigen guides, but they're really similar to what the Fuji KLH ones, which is what I use for all my builds. They add a ton of casting distance, and you get way less wind knots and tangles. And the reason that Toadfish, you see a lot of people are using this style now, but the reason that this Toadfish one stands out is because they're not oversized. So many people don't understand the concept behind how these guides work, and they're supposed to be really teeny tiny because they reduce the size of the coils coming off your spinning reel really well, and they're specially designed so it cuts it down while reducing friction, cuts off the wind resistance, and you get way better casting distance. And Toadfish went the perfect size on these for your standard 10 to 20, really 15 pound braid, which is what you're going to typically use on this size rod. So they really stand out. They've got plenty of guides right on the full length of the rod to give you good sensitivity and avoid tangles and still give you good casting distance. I don't have a lot of experience with these Kaigen guides. On the frames, I do see a tiny little bit of surface corrosion, kind of just a tiny bit though. I don't think it's a concern at all. Maybe not as durable as the Fuji corrosion control coating, but I mean, it's hardly noticeable. It's not really an issue at all. So that's not a concern. Yeah, so that's about it as far as overall the features of the rod. I mean, just a darn good looking rod. Their color designs on it, really pretty blue color. It got some nice wraps running the whole way. My one here is a two-piece, only two-piece rod I own. And, I've kind of shy away from two pieces for the most part, but this one's really secure, have had no issues. And honestly, I can't tell a difference in the action versus all my one-piece rods. So, I mean, I know this doesn't exactly affect the use of the rod, but Toadfish also has just incredible customer service when I've dealt with them. This is actually the second one I've owned. I had the same model for a couple days right after I got it, and it broke. I contacted them and they covered it under their warranty, and I had a new one shipped. Nothing for me, literally just sent them the picture and my info. The one I had Nothing, didn't have to pay any fees, anything. They had a new one in my door in 4 days, y'all. Brand new rod, ready to go. I mean, just blown away. Great job with that. And everyone they sell helps support oyster bed restoration, and just that makes a huge difference. Clean up the water. Just a great organization. So these rods usually retail at $130 to $140. Great mid-range rod. I think it's a great deal for what you are getting. You know, I personally use this rod while fishing tournaments. Like, I trust this rod. I use it. I have been very impressed. I mean, I don't think you can get a better rod for the price, and especially with these guides properly designed like that. I promise you, if you use spinning reels with braid and do not use this style guide and haven't tried it yet, you need to. It will revolutionize your fishing. You will get so much better cast distance, so many fewer knots. Like, you're gonna get way less knots, and you know, you're gonna swap all your rods over to them and won't ever use anything else. So if you're in the market for a sub $150 Inshore spinning rod, I can just highly recommend this Toadfish Inshore spinning rod. I'm not affiliated with Toadfish at all, but I've been impressed and wanted to share with you guys. So I'm going to add a link to Toadfish's website directly in the description below. That way you guys can check them out on there. Y'all stay tuned. I've got some more gear reviews coming soon. Some different reels, a couple more rods, some different lures, tools, all kinds of things. I've got some more fishing videos coming out soon. Got a big tournament coming up at the end of the month. So all sorts of cool stuff going on. You guys stay tuned, and I hope to see you guys again on the channel soon.